No doubt we're living in a chaotic world as we try to keep our authentic selves using our power within, yet I don't understand why are so many people uncomfortable in their own skin. I mean, what kind of impression we're trying to make when I can see right through the Maybelline that your intention with me isn't genuine, it's artificial and fake. Take a moment. Let's think about that for a minute or two. We connect, yeah, we disconnect the second we don't agree. And to me, I may be bugging, but why are you aiming your weapons at me? You see, I feel the need to examine your dislike for me when sometimes I truly just don't give two fucks what you truly think about me. Then, my mystical love for the wisdom of the stars and the energy from afar creeps up and I ask, what the fuck you want from me? What I'm really trying to do here is embrace the love I thought you may have once had for me. And you questioned my clarity, you know, my perception of how things unfold. But truthfully speaking, you act like our love is gold when you acting like it's really old. And I'm just saying, you know what? Brand new me sees actions with unvexed clarity. Pedantically speaking, it's the seesaw energy, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. That really has me disregarding stability. Since I'm speaking to the transmission of meaningful energy that cancels all lack of reassurance, you're trying to ingrain in me no discrepancy. It's my journey of discovery through the energy I experience. When you attempt to connect with me, gaslighting is not welcomed in my vicinity. So don't ask me why I'm moving cautiously. It's because trying to avoid letting you take away my life quality with insults, I have to protect my internal way of cultivation. I choose me, not wasting my life. I won't receive your method of calculation. I am beautiful without no one's validation. I am complete, yes, wholeness without competition. And celebrating me doesn't mean I am seeking accolades and recognition. I feel amazing, knowing my movement is key to protecting not only my energy, but how I move authentically with kindness. Because yes, I have been exposed in my walk through the darkness, never feeling less. Walking through the pain and suffering, I remain fearless. So I refuse to allow anyone to affect my growth with you, as I am on my spiritual platitude. So if you're asking yourself, why am I brand new? Know this. It's not about a superpower or a curse. This is how I know how I feel when I walk in a room. The minute I walk into the room, it's called discernment. How you see me, and I've had it since birth. And I have no desire for conflict or stress, nor feeling your intention is to make me feel less, since we all want to be the light. Yet you're uncomfortable in the darkness. Say less. I can't only be useful in the testing times in any situation. There are too many versions of me in your mind. All the while I thought you saw me as light and kind. But I'm not confined by how you define me. It's allowing the space to process your disregard for me in this silent noise I call haste. In this silent noise I call haste. I'm Dr. Poetry.
There's something about this week that keeps reminding me of my New York City dreams. I remember I was only 17, literally a dancing queen. Forever young I thought I'll be. 'Cause I remember living rent-free obsessively. I remember in someone's head never pretending to be. Oh, I remember someone I'm not instead I choose to see. I remember I want my loving energy.
Yeah, dead in the middle of the boogie, we was younger playing hooky like Bonnie and Clyde, they better book me. Those were the days, all fun and games, skipping the fair, catching the train the way it took me.
How I remember.
Step through the city in these Harlem nights, all the lights had me feeling like my game tight like Ray Rice with the Scarlet Knights. I used to roll the dice, gamble with my life with so many things I never thought twice.
I remember
Tony eyes used to get mad from the block parties and the riff-raff, leaving all the trash in a gift bag. Drop it off, leave it on the stoop while we ran off and laughed in cahoots. All fun and games till the gig is over. Bumping criminal minds till the bridge is over. I remember the battle ciphers gathered in Crotona. In Africa, Bambaataa really showed us how to master the track. Not only that, but how to master your path. I could never break dance, but I mastered my craft. Getting my hands on paid and food was a classic to have. And the rhyme goes on, I perfected the jab, blending some jazz with some boogaloo. From one to another on the tables, yelling copy go. Remember, like it's out the blue, deja vu. This ain't a dream if it happened to you.
There's something about this beat that keeps reminding me of my New York City dreams. I was only 17, literally a dancing queen, forever young. I thought I'd be forever young. I remember it's the boogie down breeze, chasing after my favorite Mr. Softy ice cream. I remember barbecues. Oh, how I remember. Orchard Beach. Yeah, I remember. About this beat. I remember those block parties. Hip hop playing from the DJ speakers. Reminding about this beat that keeps reminding me. City dreams. There's something about this beat that keeps reminding me. I remember. Boogie down breeze. Oh, how I remember. New York. Summer dreams in New York City.
I am an autistic mother raising an autistic child, and I want you to understand, autism never stands alone. It comes with the ands, layers of beauty, struggle, and strength. Autism and ADHD, a mind racing toward brilliance. Autism and anxiety, a heart that needs safe places to land. Autism and sleep challenges, nights of restless minds and the wide open dreams. Autism and language differences, where words may look different, but connection runs deep. Autism and motor struggles, feet that stumble, hands that create. Autism and epilepsy, silent battles you may never see. Autism and GI pain, where the body speaks and aches. Autism and mental health challenges, depression, OCD, sensory overwhelming, and still a spirit that keeps rising. These ands do not break us. They build us. They carve strength into our bones. They teach us patience, compassion, and resilience. When you meet me, when you meet my child, you are meeting a universe made of ands. We are not less. We are layered. We are vast. And we are worthy of being seen, heard, understood, and accepted. I'm Granny Wowzers, and this is The Ands of Autism.
Grand rising, good morning, new day, a new dawning. As I sit here and write, contemplating with this mental I'm spawning, planting seeds, or at least trying to, of a new life for me. A lot of people don't know what to go off of, what they see based on their own perceptions and ideations of me. I am the epitome of an oxymoron, happiness and sadness in the same dwelling. I am chaos and peace, a truly divine mental masterpiece. I am the sun and the rain. I am the heartache and the pain. I'm everything you want me to be, and sometimes not enough to be perceived. Bipolar disorder. It's not everything that I am, but it's definitely a big part of me. I look deep into the depths of my heart and soul, digging deeply into the sea of memories of what used to be, what I thought was me. Let me break it down for you one time. I could wake up with a smile on my face, happy to take on the world, but deep down inside, I'm a broken little girl, looking for love and passion the way that any average woman would, but not understanding why I care about the things that I should've, would've, and wished I could. My mood switches rapidly like a computer glitches with no controls. Sometimes I barely know what's to unfold. Deep down inside, I just want you to hold me in your arms, maybe even your mind, and understand that I'm on a journey, just simply trying to find what used to be the remnants of me. Let me take you on a journey of what it's like to be in my mind, just a few symptoms of what you would be able to define as bipolar 1 disorder. Some days I'm manic and excited, ready to take on the day, feeling like a god. I'm outside to play. Then I get depressed, aka a depressive episode. Not feeling like myself, not wanting to get out from under the covers. I fold. Succumbing to the chapters of my mind that I would rather not define in the moment as heartache and pain and anxious, melancholy psychosis. I triple focus too heavy, the diagnosis, mixed emotions, rapid cycling. I feel like I'm constantly fighting to be what I thought I used to see. But then again, I have to realize that this is a part of me. One day at a time, each day, I get older, and then having to sit down with this bipolar disorder, up and down like a roller coaster ride. I slip and slide into the galaxy of the depths of my mind. Sometimes I just want to sit back and recline and go over the days of the years, remembering when I used to smile happily with glee and melancholy. I'm learning to control my impulsivity, but at the end of the day, maybe it's just my insecurities. In reality, I'm very much happy to be me, minus the slip-ups. And loving me has been so hard to do, especially when I was taught so many different things that weren't true. Mood swings, sadness, elevated mood, anger, anxiety, apathy, apprehension, euphoria, general discontent, guilt, hopelessness, loss of interest or pleasure in activities. When I tell you my truth, this is just the mood. Behavioral, irritability, risk-taking behaviors, disorganized behavior, aggression, agitation, crying, excess desire for sex, aka hypersexuality, hyperactivity, impulsivity, self-harm. Damn, I thought this was just my charm. Cognitive, unwanted thoughts, delusion, lack of concentration, racing thoughts, slowness in activity, also false belief in superiority. I'm not grandiose in my thinking, but I feel like I'm the real authority talking my shit. Psychologically, depressed, manic, agitated, depression, paranoia, difficulty falling asleep, or excessive sleepiness. My whole body is fatigued and restless, weight fluctuating up and down, rapid and frenzied speaking. I talk fast, try to keep up with my sound. One band, one sound. Like I said, it's a lot to dive off into. One day at a time, each day, getting older. Deep diving into my mind and what it looks like to deal with bipolar disorder. I'm Miss Cheesecake.
Quisiera decirte tantas cosas, pero ya sé que la vida es así.
Sé que no debo decir lo que dicta mi emoción. Siento que gustas de mí y no sé por cuál razón. Los celos me están matando. Quiero estar cerca de ti. Mi amor te está esperando. Yo te quiero hacer feliz.
Si pudiera decirte solamente una palabra,
Ay, ay, ay,
mía
ay.
serás.
Cuando tú me estás mirando, cuando el tiempo va pasando, y yo sin poderte hablar, y yo sin poderte hablar, y yo sin poderte hablar, y yo sin poderte hablar. Sé que no debo decir lo que dicta mi emoción. Siento que gustas de mí y no sé por cuál razón. Los celos me están matando. Quiero estar cerca de ti.
Quédate sentada
Y mi
donde
amor te
estás.
está esperando.
lado, tu control. Podrá notar nuestras miradas. Usted me desespera. Ya no me puedo controlarme. Daría la vida entera por poder besarte, pero tan solo puedo mirarte.
Tune in, powered by DJ Chip and the Birdhouse DJs. Featuring Birdhouse artists such as Candyman Rock, Reeking Worldwide, and Silhouettes. Follow the Birdhouse on Clubhouse and online. Or y'all follow at the Birdhouse website.
Chili chill on the grill, come do what you do. We wildin' in the Birdhouse, who's next to the queue? We wildin' in the Birdhouse, yo, we always wildin'. We wildin' in the Birdhouse, yo, we always wildin'. Chili chill on the grill, come do what you do. We wildin' in the Birdhouse, who's next to the queue? We wildin' in the Birdhouse, yo, we always wildin'. We wildin' in the Birdhouse, yo, we always wildin'. It's your boy Bone, chillin' with the Bird Gang, and your boy Chili Chill do the damn thing. You can rap, make beats, you can even sing. You can do it all right here on your way to fame. Don't let nobody tell you different. Never give up on your dreams, know that you're gifted. You are what the game's missing. Big everybody in here, come take a listen. The Birdhouse is on a mission. Good vibes only, so chill with the sneak dissing. If you independent, throw it up. Chili chill, keep it real, that's what's up. Northwest, east to south. We all doing big in the Birdhouse. Chili chill on the grill, come do what you do. We wildin' in the Birdhouse, who's next to the queue? We wildin' in the Birdhouse, yo, we always wildin'. We wildin' in the Birdhouse, yo, we always wildin'. Chili chill on the grill, come do what you do. We wildin' in the Birdhouse, who's next to the queue? We wildin' in the Birdhouse, yo, we always wildin'. We wildin' in the Birdhouse, yo, we always wildin'.
What a bird game! You know we always keeping you lit in the Birdhouse.
We cannot allow thoughts of inadequacy to invade us. And when you do entertain those thoughts, you must look into the mirror and pour into your self-love. In this realm, we need a stealthier helm to navigate the storms, to take control of the wrong. Let's light up the night with our own inner realm. Cause self-love's the true treasure, the rarest gem in the realm. In this realm, we're underwhelmed, dreams on the shelf, lost in the dark. We gotta start by loving ourselves, and echoes of wealth, but inside we're crying for help. Mirror reflects, time to connect, true love's felt. In this realm, we delve deep into ourselves, seeking wealth and health, not just books on the shelves, but we rebel and propel through shadows we dispel. More self-love to quell the pains that dwell in this realm where shadows overwhelm. We're buying dreams, they're quick to sell, but deep inside where true selves delve is self-love's light. We need to swell. In this realm, we're underwhelmed by wealth. Look within, find your gems. That's true wealth. Mirror's tale, love yourself, break that spell. Hearts for sale. Heal yourself. Ring the bell. In this realm where shadows dwell, we need more. We need more love for ourselves. Although through the night, our inner light, it softly tells, it swells. Mirror cracks from brutal facts, yet hope compels, propels. Let's embrace our own grace as self-love spells. It excels in this realm where shadows delve. We've forgotten how to love ourselves underneath the stars above. Let's reclaim that art of self-love. In this round, we drown in overwhelmed dreams on shelves. Dreams on shelves were our toughest ROM. But you know, in our hearts, we need to allow self-compassion. Allow that to swell. In this mirror, I see pain. But it's time we heal. You know, break the chain. Look within, find your flame. Self-love. It's not a game. I'm Dr. Poetry. Cheesecake. Make sure you give her a call. Okay. You have your passport. Even though you don't need it, but just in case. You got your summer dress? Alright, let's go.
Una mujer vestida de amarillo, bailando en la playa, sintiéndome en el brillo. Borinquen me llama y el sol brilla fuerte. Mojitos, margaritas, todo lo que se siente. Soy la linda señorita, flores en el cabello, sacudiendo malas vibras, dejando el desvelo. Dejo atrás el trabajo, un descanso merecido de este paraíso, mi espíritu renacido. Bailo al ritmo del mar, mis caderas se mueven, la poesía es en mi alma, en mi alma, mis penas se disuelven, el viento acaricia, el sol me abraza y cada paso que doy, esa energía se desplaza, because I'm the pretty señorita with flowers on my head.
Hey, it's Dr. Poetry. I'm packed and ready to go, delighted for the sun to kiss me with its continuous overflow. I'm on my way to Puerto Rico, better yet the island of Borinquen. Margaritas, beautiful beaches, sunlight, watching the beautiful sunset, wind blowing in between my thighs, this beautiful summer sundress, digging my toes in the sand, dancing, having the most fun, completely free. I'm on my way, girlie, to see the beautiful palm trees and listening to the sound of the coquilles. Oh, I can't wait to feel the breeze against my skin, dancing freely with no regrets in this beautiful summer sundress. I'm Miss Cheesecake, and I'm with Dr. Poetry. Wow.
Vestido amarillo, bailando en la playa, sintiéndome en el brillo. Borinquen me llama, el sol brilla fuerte, mojitos y margaritas. Todo lo que se siente, se siente.
Hey yo, shout out to Hear Me Out Poetry Records. It's your boy Mo Better Cheers. Mad love to the Poetic crew and shout out to Deaf Poetry on the beat. Life is a vibe and we definitely vibing, yeah. Life is more better with poetry, no doubt. So let's go. Life is a journey, so just let it flow like poetry. I manifest from within, so this the real me. A worldwide flow resonating on a higher frequency. I'm here to show love and spread my light equally. I'm known to tell a joke, but take life seriously. Skip out on yours and you'll answer the truancy. I'm from the school of hard knocks, and you can label me an honor grad. Set out to mommy, raise a son, yo, without a dad. I had to repeat grade, but now I'm twice as bad. My opponents exposed because they bad at math. I'm on my way to the bank, who said I gotta laugh. I messed with the shit, who said I finished last. Word, hey Coast, what up?
That's a fact, Jay. But along the journey, I'm glad I got brothers like you.
If you know me, my life poetry. If you hate me, it ain't too much you could do to me. You could try and turn people against me. Maybe even talk a little shiesty. But I speak, you could get these hands fluently. And I keep a peaceful war. You get it? Peace and war? The industry is a picky whore, and I'm a whoremonger. It was only a matter of time before we do the manga. After the dance, I slipped out with her cash, and I moved yonder. Cause mankind is so full of drama. So I'ma stay out the way, and I'm gonna invest in good karma. The Apache.
Oh, y'all thought it was over? Nah. Let me introduce you to the founder of Hear Me Out Poetry, Dr. Poetry.
beyond horizons, erudition above the noise and haze, jealousy, envy. That's your mission to hate on me? Hello, Bozo. I congratulate. I move with purpose to uplift those cultivating seeds of discord and shame. It's your inner demon in the man in the mirror getting in the way, and that's who you should blame. Transforming pain into floetry, poetry, alchemy, poetic artistry. I'm Dr. Poetry, intricate manifestations. Since my affirmations are confirmations that I was destined to win all battles before conception. Before I even held the rattle, I was born to make change, not noise. So you can't stand me, the carefree Isabella, Dr. Poetry. Sounds like you have a problem that ain't got nothing to do with me. Floetic echoes express eloquently. I wasn't born for you to love me, so go ahead and judge me. Not everyone is gonna love me. And I rise above all the noise and haze. Pick your battles and be weird. There's power in being able to control your destiny and fate. So stop the hate, cause you're hating on me out of fear.
Ooh, Izzy, you just burnt this place down. Representing Hear Me Out Poetry Records. And we out of here.
Hey, yo, hold up. We ain't done yet. Let's go. Parade rest, I'm at ease. I mastered the art of bearing all the life unfold the easel, adding wisdom on my canvas. Hey, yo, we blessed. Nothing about my life generic. We ain't flossing about the pain for validation or a merit. Got my heart on my sleeve and I wear it. If you in need of love, I'll take it off. You can wear it. I'll be a servant and first in line to defeat the enemy with purpose. My fight ain't with my brothers. It's with entities. It's not earthly. So poetic. Don't be a victim, cause life can beat you down if you let it. Turn the worst into a learning experience if you let it. So poetic. Hey yo, Coach, Izzy, cheers. We legendary. This that poetry. We out.
Trauma. My best friend and worst enemy. The hypervigilance that lives rent-free in my mind is definitely far from heaven sent. Constant nightmares and time wasted that should have been well spent. Wondering about the what-ifs and questioning everything instead of actually experiencing things with pure bliss. Wishing I could get a hug from my mama. I'm just embraced by the coldness from trauma. Trauma. Flashbacks of pain and some moments of peace, but in between, day by day, learning to simply just release. Trauma. Taken back to the sunken place by simple triggers, and it's written all over my face. My heart inside is full of love, but sometimes I feel caged and crave being free, like the flight of a dove. One day at a time, navigating through all this telenovela drama of the residuals left behind from all this trauma. Trauma. Mental abuse for being different. Physical abuse for speaking my mind. Waiting for the next blow up that brings it all to an end. Just a matter of time. Sexual abuse in my youth for simply being a kid. Full of regret and thoughts of things I should have did. Feeling angry because all I wanted was my mama, who just so happened to be the beginning of my trauma. Imagine being 3, awakened by your mama's voice and her telling you she's leaving you now and gives you no choice. Awakened from a dream, spiritually bidding you adieu. Running towards the front of your house without a clue. Seeing your mother's lips as they turn blue. Watching EMTs work on her with an entire crew. No pulse, no heartbeat, a deafening silence. As a toddler, your first response is to resort to violence. All I wanted was my mama to hold me, console me. But I was embedded with the residuals of this painful trauma. Growing up with an alcoholic father, physically present but emotionally disconnected. Young girl always craving validation, but instead being met with countless levels of rejection. The first man who broke my heart, who swore he loved my mama, was also a part of my trauma. To not know myself and seeking to find the remnants of what I used to and could be, only to find men who hurt mentally, physically, and emotionally abused me. I know it sounds like a melodramatic TV drama, missing my mama, craving her essence, but left with all this trauma. Poetically, I expressed my pain for my own personal gain, praying and meditating, searching for shelter from this rain, digging into the depths of my soul, removing roots of current and distant trauma. Missing places, missing pieces of me, my daddy and my mama. I do it for my parents and for my children. Addressing, assessing, deep diving, and debunking. Healing my trauma. Constant nightmares and time wasted that should have been well spent. Wondering about the what ifs and questioning everything instead of actually experiencing things with pure bliss. Wishing I could get a hug from my mama. I'm just embraced by the coldness from trauma. I'm just embraced by the coldness from trauma. Side is full of love, but sometimes I feel caged and crave being free, like the flight of a dove. One day at a time, navigating through all this telenovela drama of the residuals left behind from all this trauma. Mental abuse for being different. Physical abuse for speaking my mind. Waiting for the next blow up that brings it all to an end. Just a matter of time. Sexual abuse in my youth for simply being a kid. Full of regret and thoughts of things I should have did. Feeling angry because all I wanted was my mama, who just so happened to be the beginning of my trauma. Imagine being 3, awakened by your mama's voice and her telling you she's leaving you now and gives you no choice. Awakened from a dream, spiritually bidding you adieu. Trauma.
Old me is a shadow that's faded. New me's got the crown, unaided. All the toxic ties I've raided from my soul, they're now evaded. So the low vibes, dressed as sweet temptations, I've dismissed those false creations. No more feasting on old sensations. I'm rewriting my own narrations. So old me's a shadow that's faded. Now I'm elated. I'm shedding the toxic. My empire's been gated. No more temptations. Those low vibrations outdated. Them traumatic memories I'm setting free. They're no longer weighted. An old me defeated, new me leading. Toxic chains I'm finally freeing. Empire cleansed of low vibrations. No more feeding dark temptations. I'm talking about memories. Memories that comfort. But now I release from those traumatic bonds. I claim my peace. Bygone shadows no longer bleed. In newfound strength, I truly lead. Old me's a shadow fading in the rear view. So new me's a battle, cutting all the clear through. Letting go of all the toxic fears. I'm saying this is true. Building up an empire where the air's new. Low vibes in disguise, temptations on repeat. But I'm wise, and I realize that I'm not falling for that deceit. Cause the comfort in the chaos, I'm not trying to take a seat. I won't take a seat. Cause I'm breaking from the past, and now my soul's complete. Trauma tried to chain me, and memories are just spilling in a spree. But I'm painting new scenes, setting all of it free. And I'm no longer feeding darkness. I hold the key, y'all. New me's rising up, where I'm meant to be. Old me's down, new me's crowned, and toxic thrones overthrown. Empire's clean, shaking off the low vibes once shown, and no more feeding flames that temptations once leased. Breaking free, comfort's gone from memories deceased. Old me's a shadow, fading in the rear view. New me's on fire, burning all the fear too. Locked out the toxins, threw away the key. This is true. And I'm Dr. Poetry. This is a tribute to Africa, to the Moors, everywhere. We are all Moors. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. I have a passion for the Afrobeats. As I recite my poetry on these stereo streets, the guitar, the drums, the sax, and all that resonates my sympathic gap. Afrobeats have me moving my hips uncontrollably. Ooh, I'm feeling these Afrobeats. No shade, but only admiration for Africa and all the Moorish nations. I'm a Moor.
We are Moors. I'm simply embracing this intricate genre as I have always honored the motherland, Africa. Borinquen, Quisqueya, and all of us that come from the land. That's right. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. Iata ayoyo, iata. Iata ayoyo, iata. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. Ashe. You know, we're always speaking about where we're really from. Well, we've been here, and all that know that the land is ours. We're from here, we're all Moors. But I want to take the time to say that I love Africa. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. Viva Borinquen, viva Quisqueya, viva todos que están en la tierra. It's Dr. Poetry, and I love Afrobeats. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. A mí lo que me gusta es el ritmo de África. Iata ayoyo, iata. I'm Dr. Poetry. Underneath the police uniform, I'm just like you. A lover of laughter with dreams that grew. In every smile I share, a story unfolds. A reminder that compassion, it never grows old. Behind the badge, my heart beats the same. A melody of empathy, compassion, and fame with every act of kindness. I'm trying to be that change. Using my voice to break through the range. Underneath this uniform, I'm a human being with feelings and emotions. A story worth seeing through the triumphs and struggles. Spreading love, hope, and the power of love. But a soul with a purpose, seeking no fame. Underneath this police uniform, I am real. I'm a woman of strength with love. Nothing to keep behind in a secret. Just love to reveal. Because underneath this police uniform, I am human. A woman, not the norm. I may wear satin and lace and pearls underneath, but here to heal. Break the world's swirls. I fight the darkness to protect the weak. And in the line of duty, my compassion, it doesn't just peak, it lives and bleeds through the chaos. I find my grace. I think of being a warrior with love in every chase. The beneath part of being a police officer is that behind the badge, a heart beats strong, and I'm ready to mend what's been torn for so long, because with kindness as my weapon, I'll prevail. In the name of justice, I will lift the veils. I am love. I am truth, peace, freedom, and justice. As I repay my karmic debt, it shall be fulfilled, because I am the change. And my only aim is to heal and not kill. I wanna heal and not kill. You see, I have a hard time explaining things sometimes, because most people don't see that power is an intoxication of indoctrination, causing frustration from all the emotional suffocation. And that's why my beloved is constantly telling me, you must stay balanced and stay centered. Because every tear I wipe, every soul I save in this uniform, I don't want to be a hero engraved in a tombstone. I am human with kindness as my weapon. I keep saying, I am human underneath this police uniform.
Thick fog. Those days hit like freight trains. when a cartoon's enough to open the floodgates. Heavy flow, raw rivers running, crying for faces you'll never meet, for pain you'll never own. Silence slices through the room, cuts sharper than words, leaves you breathless, chest tight. That sorrow, so raw, so dull, you bury it. But damn it, that sting, it lingers, it sits heavy, a shadow waiting in the wings. Speak it out, spill it in lines. But no matter how you lay it bare, this thing, this weight, it never moves out. It hides, lurks behind your healing, waiting for the moment you exhale. When you think it's safe to live again, it shakes you, breaks you, knocks you back into yourself again. And you're fighting to keep your head above the fog when those thoughts you can't even trust. What the hell are you even doing? Forgetting who you are, where you are, lucky if you remember your name. Your soul cries when your voice can't. Flood your eyes when your lips stay closed. Time cruises by. It doesn't care. Not for your pain, not for your wandering. And then suddenly, the switch flips. Lights come on. You function. You smile. You mask up. Snap that thing tight. Mama mode. Pretending nothing's breaking beneath. I've walked through fears. I've been left bleeding, broken, and still found the strength to stand. But this thing, this monster growing inside, it covers me. Creeps through my ribs, ties up my insides. It leaves me wandering, caught in the not knowing. And then I snap out like I always do. But I look down to see my face, tears streaming, not even knowing why. My fist may no longer fly, but this battle is to keep my mind. I'm Granny Wild.
Ahora sí, vamos para encima. Oye, voy a empezar diciéndote que soy solo un tipo. Yo no soy nadie grande, pero le doy gracias a Dios todos los días por darme la oportunidad de abrir los ojos y nacer de nuevo cada día. Y hablando claro, mi mente está tan cabrona que a veces tengo que meterle un freno a la cosa para que no se me pongan demasiado intensas. Yo creo que ahora trato de disfrutar más el momento porque mañana no me lo prometen. No pienses que esto es de tristeza ni nada, simplemente te estoy hablando de la forma que es. Esto es un pedazo de lo que pienso, es como lo que me sale del alma. Déjame ser malinterpretado. Tírame lo que quieras, pégame, suéltalo. Si lo que hago no habla por mí, entonces no me creas. Y en verdad, en estos años de vida soy más consciente de los pasos que doy, de lo que sale de mi boca. A veces todavía maldigo, pero no como antes. Ya pasé por esa etapa de limpiar mi boca, mi vida. Ahora la tengo limpia y la uso para decir mi verdad. Que es solo la verdad de un tipo y mi verdad cambia porque todos los días aprendo algo nuevo. Gracias a Dios por eso. Yo no soy un santo, pero tampoco soy un Judas. Yo elijo el amor, pero el mundo quiere que uno se convierta en una bestia. ¿No lo sabes? hasta los animales saben que no somos iguales. Yo no cargo esa mala costumbre, yo cargo con lo divino. No me hagas repetir eso 7 veces, después déjalo caer.
Just to put it in different words, just so you know.
Es solo un pedazo de mí. Ya a esta altura, ¿quién carajo se preocupa por mí si no soy yo mismo? Estoy soldando amor a lo que valen la pena y eso no va a parar. Es egoísta pensar y qué hay de mí. Siempre he estado bien y eso es una elección mía. Yo sé que mi historia me trajo hasta aquí y me permitió ser la mejor versión de mí mismo. No me quites eso, yo no te lo quitaría a ti. Puñeta, me da duro ser tan real y aún así me tratan como si no fuera confiable. ¿Qué carajo? ¿Hasta cuándo tengo que esperar antes de decir que se joda? Yo no soy un patrón común y que se joda lo que piensen de mis patrones. Yo soy responsable de lo que hago. You heard?
It's my fun, yeah, let me shine. Ain't no cure needed, I'm doing just fine. Perfectly limitless, can't boss me in. Not a puzzle piece, never needed to fit in. Infinite vibes, infinite ways. Unapologetic, I don't need to be swayed. I was born to stand out, never fade. So why you trying to fit me in a world you made? I'm a dope man, it's realistic. Don't skies, I'm autistic. See me driving, yeah, you wishing, but I can move with no permission. Y'all reach for me, but I set the tone in my own world. Still holding on, see you worry, yeah, you jealous, low key. Wishing you could move as slick as me. I ain't gotta fit, I make my space. Rewrite the rules, I own my pace. See the world in a whole new light. Different don't mean wrong, it just mean right. Step in my world, open your mind. Limitless vision, I'm one of a kind. Ain't no shame, just let me be. Unapologetically artistic, fully me. Hear me. Step in my world. Open your mind. So step in my world, open your mind. Limitless vision, one of a kind. Ain't no shame, just let me be. Unapologetically artistic, fully me. Fully me. It's realistic, no disguise. I'm autistic, see me thriving. Yeah, you wishing, but I move with no permission. So step in my
Lucidly dreaming. Warrior. Past lives showing up disruptively. Is that message for me?
Is that message for me?
The remnants of lives I've lived before. Though I'm unsure if I was more than a woman or a man, an empress, gladiator, warrior. Help me to understand. I'm resisting my dreams are captivating a rebirth, a new earth. Is that the message for me? Conversing with trees filled with white cream, reiterating, I am certainly having a sacred awakening. Now I'm overstanding Dolores Cannon, consciously and subconsciously. I'm asking, is that message? Is that for me? Reincarnation, embracing my resurrection, where I was once a servant in the year 735. I'm not surprised, yet I thought I was supposed to remember. These are the remnants of my past lives, and now I'm an empress. It's the deja vu, hinting I was once loved by you centuries ago. What am I supposed to do with these ancient memories appearing vividly in my dreams lucidly? I'm wearing a crown with turquoise gems and an aquamarine gold glittery gown, commanding an empire. And who's gonna run this town tonight? Is that the message for me? I go from being a servant to an empress, a gladiator, warrior, male, female. It isn't so simple, yet I'm uncontrollably moving my hips, dancing in a royal temple. My sensuality is reigning supreme, but my subjects are calling me your majesty. Is that message for me? I wasn't supposed to remember, but I wore a crown and a turquoise gold glittery gown, radiating finesse. But I'm waking up a mess. Is that message for me? Dancing on a temple, swaying my hips with a voice of an angel, nothing less. I was a respected empress, commanding an empire, feeling masculine as a fierce gladiator, fighting to keep my legacy timeless. But is that message for me? I see the cemetery where dreams were faded and now their hopes are confiscated. Lucidly dreaming, understanding Dolores Cannon, visualizing my resurrection, because those messages appear to be for me. My sister's tree in her backyard is communicating to me that we're neglecting their needs. Sacred geometry, our love should be infectious, and that's the message for me. Words penetrating my mind, hitting me like ammunition. A reincarnated soul is the year 739, and my lives are many, beloved. I'm not surprised. My love for you was encapsulated as a gladiator, fighting warriors, writing poetry to my numerous lovers. And that's the message for me. While the trees speak to me, esoterically, I am resurrected. And I am Dr. Poetry.
Is that message for me?
Baby, 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 baby girl. Baby, 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 baby girl. Baby, 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 baby girl.
I lied to you, didn't wear my stilettos cause I was taller than you. I watered down my intelligence and greatness for you, and all of that and then some I took for you. You disappeared into many avatars, inboxes filled with roses, pink hearts, calling each of them a goddess, and flowers too, knowing damn well I respected you. My mind's stable, and I'm brilliant. My physique has the youngest singing, isn't you a little hottie, hottie, hottie? But it's summer, and he says my skin is so soft, and he loves it, cause he's feeling my body, body, body. Tú no sabes lo que hay aquí. Ya mi cariño no es para ti. Sorry, 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 you will miss my honey.
Baby, 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 baby girl.
Baby, ya me paga el paparrata, hey. Deep
I heard you, but you heard me too. You changed? Yeah, I changed too. Look at all the bullshit you put me through. When you get mad, look at all the dumb shit you do. Breaking my fine china, key in my car, bleaching my clothes, claiming I got hoes. You the only one I love. Remember when your ex had your safety in doubt? Lord knows. I was the one that pulled up and punched him in the mouth. What's all left to argue about? Let's rewind time. Cause baby girl, I love you the whole time. Yo, who you loving? Who you wanna be loving? Them other girls I ain't cuffing. And text you red, I was bluffing. Dry those tears, we put in too many years. I'm the one who helped you conquer your fears. Let me show you I care. I rented a jet near. Let's get out of here.
Ya mi cariño no es para ti.
Sorry, sorry, sorry. You will miss my honey.
My attempts to respond, to remain calm, indifferent, not getting angry or defensive. I didn't engage in this gaslighter's accusations. Do y'all think gaslighting is an attempt to drive me insane by dimming my light? Accusing me of being vain, he placed the blame on me for his own actions. Repeating lies I couldn't bring myself to say something. A disconnection, yet an attachment. Like a fatal attraction, this gaslighter denied facts, situations, and my feelings in an effort to gain power, control over my sanity. And I ask you, why did he use psychological manipulation to make me doubt my own perceptions? And I felt like a target, manipulated into turning against my own cognition. Doesn't that sound like a description of a politician? I need clarity, y'all, in this chaotic cycle. I'm not calling anyone out their name. Yes, it's giving me vibes of a psycho. It's like undermining my reality by denying facts and the feelings held inside of me. He refused to acknowledge that it was even happening. And I can't help but to call this, thus, the birth of gaslighting. Are we all being gaslighted? How do I shut down, minimize this emotional and mental impact on my life? I'm left unexamined. My blood pressure is rising, describing the devastating effects of the silent gaslighting. The twisting of reality to gain power and control over my sanity. I call that the birth of gaslighting. I'm having difficulty trusting my own perception of my reality. I'm losing my pride. My self-love is flickering, causing the lights because they're causing me to doubt myself, my perception. Thus, the birth of gaslighting, leading me to embrace vulnerability through exploitation of the gaslighter's attachment to this wicked identity. Thus, the birth of gaslighting. Yeah, gaslighting. Clearly, this is popular in psychology. Power struggles, perhaps in a romantic setting, placing more importance on this gaslighter. I didn't want to take the chance of upsetting or losing my lover, but I realized there was definitely unequal power. And I gave away too much power and too much respect. How could someone become a gaslighter? Even with the proof, he denied truth. The same sorry, no apology, saying nothing, at least say something interesting. Denying that something even happened. Blaming me, twisted stories, minimizing his actions, dismissing my feelings, saying I'm overreacting. Isolated me from friends and family, projecting his own faults and guilt on me. Cleverly changing the narrative when confronted. A gaslighter's flattery, to manipulate, telling me that everyone else is the problem. And when I express my concerns, he says I'm always trying to start something. And that's not right. That ain't right. I know one thing. I know one thing. Thus the birth of a gaslighter. Cause it looks like I never said that. You're imagining things. You're delusional. Completely denying when I present evidence. Like a video or an audio recording. But I'm the problem. Oh, I'm the problem. I'm too sensitive. I'm crazy. Labeling me mentally unstable to undermine my credibility. Trying so hard to make me doubt my own sanity. I can't stand when I hear I was only joking. Using dry humor to deflect responsibility. Cause I heard those demonizing comments. Oh, I heard those demonizing comments. And those expressions. I've seen some actions, leaving me bewildered, filled with uncertainty. I'm filled with uncertainty, minimizing the severity of the gaslighting, treating my concerns insignificantly. So I don't want to hear that I make a big deal out of nothing. I said I don't want to hear that I make a big deal out of nothing. Blaming me, that I'm always trying to start a fight, and that I'm some type of instigator or something like that. And I'm the instigator. But to me, thus the birth of a gaslighter. I feel like I'm losing my femininity when I hear I'm just trying to help you. It's a facade to control me and my decisions, all the while undermining my autonomy. Thus the birth of gaslighting. I'm Dr. Poetry. Unborn. Oh Lord, I'm torn from all the babies unborn. Catastrophes are not fair. It isn't right. I admit I was angry. I was scared. They asked if I still wanted children, and I said yes. And they persisted, letting me know that I was in danger. They said, "You sure you want children knowing your illness?" And I said, "No, I honestly do not know. But I want a boy. I don't care. I want a girl. I'll take a pair." And oh Lord, I'm torn from all those babies unborn. But scraping and cutting and eliminating my reproductive instruments of creation, feeling destroyed from the flesh right down to the last bone. All that blood and my tears couldn't run dry. I couldn't see past that wicked demise, and each life form was wiped away in front of my own eyes. Suddenly I realized each piece was an instrument of my life. Oh Lord, I'm torn from all my babies unborn. And I was in critical condition, and many rooms of ICU, fabricated decisions. And I tried to be brave and save you. They didn't bother asking me how I was gonna get through. Oh Lord, I'm torn from all my babies unborn. 15 surgeries with deadly memories. They took the womb right out of me and left me wombless, and the agony, radiation, and I said no to chemotherapy. Therapy was the only thing that kept me from believing that I was still a woman. I was still a woman without a womb. It took too much in me to stand tall and rise above all this sadness, because the devil didn't mind trying to confuse me. But I'm strong, and I know that there were too many victims and too many lies and not enough circumstances. And yeah, I felt confined, but in a bitter world so cruel, I still had love, and it would have been all for you. Unborn would have been a younger version of older me. Just thinking about this, I can't breathe. I healed physically, I healed emotionally, but I still dream of us. And it took therapy for me to accept that I am still a woman without a uterus. It was killing me as those feelings were questioning me. Where are your possibilities? The unpredictable mysteries of genetics insist. And as my love for bearing you, my unborn, grew deeper than dignity. And I'm not guilty. I was trying to survive and strive for my biological existence. Some failed to comprehend my persistence. Others are insensitive to my emotional resistance. Do you hear me, unborn? I'm torn from all my babies unborn. They want to be free. 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 Free. They say they want to be free, yet they're not willing to plant any seeds. So how do we expect to be free without being self-sufficiently, governmentless, living independently? They, who's they? They who want change yet still sell their dignity and freedom in exchange for business transactions and political man-made sanctions, preferring an economical, political, and judicial system, welcoming corporatocracy. They're willingly controlled by business corporations, corporate interests. Corporate interests. I call it hypocrisy. Elizabeth Warren once referenced Theodore Roosevelt, warning regarding powerful corporate entities threatening the very foundations of democracy, explaining back bailouts, excessively paying for CEOs, and the exploitations of national treasuries, people, and natural resources. Yes, I'm going to be criticizing globalization, corporatocracy, and a perverted form of aristocracy called oligarchy. Capitalism, bankers controlling the flow of currency, the wave of alchemy, with just a few to rule and command those with nobility, fame, and wealth. Feudalism is capitalism controlled by corporatocracy, owned by the oligarchy, which are the black nobility. I'ma say it again. I'm criticizing globalization, corporatocracy, and a perverted form of aristocracy called oligarchy, capitalism, bankers controlling the flow of currency, the wave of alchemy, with just a few to rule and command those with nobility, fame, and wealth. Because feudalism is capitalism controlled by corporatocracy, owned by the oligarchy, which are the black nobility. So tell me, I want to know, how do we expect to be free if we're not willing to plant any seeds and live self-sufficiently, providing for our own needs, providing for our own needs,
Fixated on how I react instead of taking responsibility, never listening to understand. Toxicity in a dysfunctional diversion, looking to avoid shame and accountability. We cannot be the price for some who are willing to pay as we sacrifice self. Flipping the conversation at hand, we are drowning in toxic emotional quicksand. I could sense the madness, desensitized to emotional needs. Painful experiences have compromised our moral compasses, corrupted by bitterness from deceitful humans, consumed by hatred, and now we seem to be giving up on humanity, holding on to the ability of focusing on our self-love, making it clear that we can discern right from wrong through the illusion of a perfect we. In an imperfect world with perfect purpose, yet we can't see because we can't stop seeing love as an illusion when it's an action that starts with self.
pulling my strings,
like I was a violin. I was all in. I have questions. Let's see, where do I begin? Do you love me? Or you just don't want to lose me? Do you want me around, yet you don't want to be around me? Do you miss me, yet you don't miss being with me? You like me as a possession, but not as an independent person. You love me in the most perfect way with all my words. But why do your actions make me feel extremely unloved in this goddamn world? Self-love, never ending. So is it love, or are we trauma bonding? We must have known of our unique value of still being whole, even when life surprises us with consistent, bold, brutal hiccups of tribulations, attempting to cause the strangulation of our spiritual power, to combat the deterioration of our dedication to our higher self, acknowledging that our lower self needs not to be nourished. Our self-love is flourished into the value we see ourselves. When we are in our lower selves, honoring our higher selves, we are not broken. We are whole. Even when we feel shattered like glass in a desert heart. I can't breathe, so we remove all these masks. The ego races to amplify our pride. Since we all know it's calculated, light and agile, there's nothing about self-love that's finite. It's the self-doubt and fear that allows us to feel fragile. We can and should be handled with care. We have fallen in many traps of love, avoiding mirrors that break when reflecting on our own self-hate. Knowing all along, we were never broken. Temporary setbacks, we are the best to love, as we know we've been through a whole lot. Yeah, we truly see, know, feel our underestimated values, while others may be afraid of bleeding by touching some of our broken pieces of truthful mirrors. Pistol whip when we realize we despise our own choices and decisions. We penalize while we choose to finalize.
Self-inflicted wounds, dichotomized, dissected to prioritize others' needs. We must govern our own minds, governing ourselves, honor self.
A woman like me, I encourage to love. I love me even when I did not like me. I am human and I love, cherish, and treat myself with love unapologetically. So I forgive myself. I will not throw myself away. I am whole and I love me completely. And I will not be the one who's going to have to beg someone back to stay, who does not want to be capped. I will not throw my self-love away. Self, sacred, eternal life force. Me as a whole, my endless self-love, all my perfect imperfections, all my scars. What matters is that I accept them, especially in the middle of a pretentious blessing in disguise, turned into a lesson type of rejection. I made self-love a reality. Emotional quicksand. Deaf poetry. I'm Dr. Poetry.
Placing her life on the line. For many on the island, the streets is her runway. In her uniform, walking like a phenom. A poet in blue with a bag, and a Smith & Wesson. A notebook investigating state cases. She has the evidence, but she wants to hear your confession. With all the pretty and ugly truth she faces, patrolling avenues, places unknown to man, uninterested in revenue. Yet dreams of giving people back their ancestral land. Poems from sultry to sweet, she doesn't compete. Patrolling her beat, listening to some beats, giving birth to verses, wearing 5'11" tactical boots on her feet. And when she can't sleep, she writes the unthinkable, while the sirens gradually sit still, finding solace in stanzas, inspired by many greats, like the late Nick Giovanni and Maya Angelou. Now to me, that's phenomenal. A sapiosexual, erudition grows, she glows, she finds beauty in mind, yearning for insight, conversation filled with poetry. Her silence can be so loud. Her interest is knowing how the cerebral connections are found, meditating on these truths that she seeks to unveil. When she talks, she heals. From her soul, her melody leaks, mysteriously laughing while listening on the stories that the streets speak. Her psychology is soft-spoken and calm, reading emotion in minds, surgically with layers of thought. She sees underneath all the lies in the line, cause to her, the truth seeks to be unblind. So she pays attention to your allure, trusting that your own patience will allow you to open up your celestial door. Yet some are still left flabbergasted, talking about no wonder she loves the more.
Thank you, Costa Apache. Stay inside of me. Grab my braid.
No, come again. I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good.
Sexual tension.
I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good.
Gratified.
I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good.
He's always asking me about my plans. Damn, why am I so flirtatious? He wants to be physically close to me. Okay, so now you have my attention. Of course, with all my ways of being gregarious. Games don't appeal to older men, so he didn't waste time asking me out. It's obvious that he's interested in me. Flirty and open, loving me, knowing he's feeling hints of my vulnerability. Can our sexual tension be within? Be the vibe? It's giving it away. It's telling me, am I discerning between the difference? Am I looking for a loving companion or a secret crush? Because both of my arms are wrapped around his neck, one palm resting lightly on the nape.
I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good. I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good. Come again.
I am boosting
I feel good, I feel good,
his overly
I feel good.
sexual
I
appetite.
feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good.
I'm boosting his overly sexual appetite. He's utterly gratified. You know, he's still asleep type satisfied. Yeah, I think I may have lowered his anxiety when I softly sighed. Asked him to stay inside of me.
I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good, I feel good,
I'm Dr. Poetry.
I feel good,
Love it.
I feel good,
So deep.
I feel good,
I knew you would.
I feel good,
I feel good.
I feel good,
You don't play. Keep going. I bet you
I
do.
feel good,
Keep going. I bet you do. Keep going. I remember those conversations when I lied about all the feelings I was feeling. So I laid in my bed, thinking about you.
I feel good, I feel good,
Thinking about you. I love it. He said,
I feel good.
Just enjoy it.
Con tu amor y tu fuerza.
She surrounded me with her healing waves as I became calm and centered, washing over my body, pouring her power into thy womb, her wisdom and strength guiding me to a place of safety, the deliverance of all truths that be, her wisdom and strength guiding me to a place of safety, guardian of the sea, her wisdom and strength guiding me to a place of safety, floating amongst the tides of time. A soul moon appeared in the path of my heart, and I began to understand why. How love saw me and said, I showed up. I wiped your tears and whispered secrets in your ears. You were not ready. There is that framing of time, the taste of reality, the deliverance of all truths that be. I continue to float eloquently, whispering affirmations of gratitude as the seventh wave passed over me, pure and clean of mind, I swear.
Te preguntas si existe peligro en escuchar las olas, las cuales susurran un eco, pregunto. Y este sentimiento tan profundo que las historias de un tiempo, un pueblo, un mundo. Yemayá, madre océano, guardiana del mar, con tu amor y tu fuerza nos enseñan a respetar y amar el mar. ¿Qué son estos vientos que traen murmullos de antiguas verdades? Respetar tus aguas, honrar tus deidades. Pero el miedo ha tejido sombras de un desconocido en el Edén. Desde que muchos piensan tu poder es solo mar y no bien. Orillas, espíritus nobles en la brisa flotan con raíces en África. I'm Dr. Poetry with Cosmic Oracle. África. Hay que respetar todas las decisiones, vivir en paz. El que se queda, el que escoge otro camino, pues yo me enamoré. Me enamoré de tu cariño, tu dulzura y tu mente. Me enamoré de tu lelo, 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 lele. Ay, me enamoré.
Truth is, when I fell in love, I fell hard, y sin pensarlo. I forgot to love myself first. Truth is, if you ask me to define love, I think I give every example of what love wasn't. You see, I learned to love growing up in life, but I learned to love improperly. Truth is, I was addicted to survival mode, fighting to survive these narratives that I created in my mind, telling myself to run when confronted with real love. Me enamoré. With the idea of love, wow, me enamoré, that agape love was infinitely unreachable. Me enamoré, at a time I was unteachable. Truth is, me enamoré, with my past now come present, I have resurfaced with wisdom. You see, me enamoré with new clarity. I had to fail at love to build it back to its rarity. I let go of the idea that things could have ended differently. What I had was real and beautiful while it lasted. Then to learn that my harvest is the result of my seeds and how I plant them. Today I'm decisive. I'm taking initiative. I've built endurance. I've mastered bearing. I've better judgment with more knowledge and enthusiasm. And most importantly, integrity. Me enamoré.
Tú me decías que me amabas, me tenía en la mirada. Te pido bájame las armas, me enamoré. Tú sigues en mi alma. Ahora vienes y te marchas. ¿Por qué? Porque me enamoré de tu cariño, tu dulzura y tu mente. Me enamoré de tu lelo, 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 lele. Ay, me enamoré. I'm frozen to the bone. That's what the psych says. He says my heaviness and darkness is in my soul. He says I'm cold and I'm cold, but he's wrong, I am a soul.
So this one's for the ones who've been on that mode of fight or flight, trying to remain alive, living on survival mode. It's a feeling, and it'll go away. But it's an addiction to living a life we don't love, preferring to do it all alone, smiling and smiling all along, singing to the wrong song. But today, it's a new day, and we control our fate. This one's for the fighter on fight or flight mode. When you're wondering how to regulate your highs and your lows, we are living in constant state of stress, conditioned to the rush of the arousal, conditioned to addiction, to the emotion, not being able to control the outcome, because we can't predict our future outcome, but we on threat or danger in this outer and inner world we can't see. We're living with TDC, threat, duress, and coercion. We feel the suffocation, so some of us, we turn to meditation, avoiding that detrimental medication. It's like we feel this overwhelming lack of patience. We do realize they want us to be the perfect patient. It's our brain and body not in homeostasis. This one is for the ones who've been on that mode of fight or flight, trying to remain alive, living on survival mode. It's a feeling, and we know it will go away, but it's an addiction to living a life we don't love, preferring to do it all alone, smiling and smiling all along, singing to the wrong songs. But today, it is a new day, and we control our fate. Fight or flight affects our nervous system. Enormous energy and resources are placed on the wrong images and mindsets. Our organism perceives danger, alternating a rush of adrenaline. Fight or flight, my heart rate increases, my energy decreases, pupils dilate, salivary juices can't control my respiration. Time to fight, time to hide, unbalanced, seeking to regenerate. But today I continue to speak to the fighter in me, no longer in solitude, but living in gratitude. No need of fight or flight, just taking it a bit easy, truly receiving the joy in my life, my joy for existence, having appreciation, celebrating my kindness when I know we all can change the way we think. Fight or flight, I speak to my body, my environment, and I'm kind to my time. No need to get back to the familiar or the highly analytical, over-focused state, just changing the scenario. And I never realized my addiction to my state of fight or flight. I was addicted to a life I didn't even like. Whether it was a relationship, despicable relatives, that cutthroat coworker, I was addicted to a life I didn't even like. I say rise, speak up, be brave, don't let no one ruin your day. No one ruin your life. It's your life. You change your fate. So this one's for the ones who've been on that mode of fight or flight, trying to remain alive, living on survival mode. It's a feeling, and I know it'll go away. It's an addiction to living a life we don't love, preferring to do it all alone, smiling all along, singing to the wrong songs. But today is a new day. We control our fate. I'm Dr. Poetry, and you're not alone. Fight or flight.
Cuando yo te vi, yo supe que esto crecería más profundo. Cuando yo te vi, tú me agarraste por la mano, me atendiste con tanto amor. Yo feliz. Cuando yo te vi, me puse tensa, luego suelta, de tanto calor entre tú y yo. Cuando yo te vi, yo sentí mil caricias, memorias, yo sentí tu calor. Cuando yo te vi, fue la luna que nos presentó. Cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, yo vi un bello pasado iluminando mi presente, alegre bajo el sol dentro del mar. Tú y yo, Ogún, guerrero con fuerza, con certeza, defensor de la vida. En batalla se afina, tus raíces son historia que nunca se olvida. En el alma del tambor, la voz de la vida. Yemayá, tus aguas son un manto sagrado en cada ola, un latido en cada espuma, un legado, la riqueza de la tierra, el poder del mar en el respeto y el amor nos enseña a sanar. Cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, la luna nos presentó. Cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, mi lelo, 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 mi lelo, lelo, cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, yo te vi, me puse tensa, luego suelta. Cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, cuando yo te vi, yo te vi, yo te vi. Cuando bajo la luna yo te vi.
I am more than just an identity. I'm not just an idea, a concept, or an afterthought. I have to trust my soul. I'm trying to open up to be the individual within the collective, to be greater us, to be the greater us. And I know now I have an interest in the technology of my body. It's more than just an awakening. I realize it feels like I'm constantly seeking connectivity, understanding of self. I see myself transformed through my ego, and it has helped me to survive. And I cannot allow it to control me. Allowing my heart to channel is flowing. It's a place where I can free the ego that's causing barricades in my solutions, my ability to execute these poetic expressions. I find my heart to be the place where my healing dismisses external power struggles, where my mind translates healthy emotions. I once thought they were lacking stability, truly fearful of inconsistency, enforcing the act and the application of my own discernment, intuition, maintaining an undeniable motivation, pouring into my higher self. Regardless of any disconnections of the fields of intelligence, it's when I tap into my infinite potential. In truth, it reaches all of my flow state, breaking free from man-made identities, when now I can connect to my authentic essence of who I truly am. I can receive guidance, feeling as though I'm in a trance, channeling, embodying my essence. It's been a while moving forward towards source, no longer ignoring contact connection through poetry. I am tapping into my many fields, attracting the synchronization that I manifested. And I read the time on the microwave, and it's 5:55, and I'm leveling up, changing for the better, keeping the momentum going. My desire to want to learn more and more, and now I read, it's 4:44 on my phone. Clarity, decisiveness, it's what I've been preparing for, finally coming into fruition, tapping into my intuition, applying my desire to answer to life. It's calling me to heal, heal, expanding and returning to harmony, truly celebrating the freeing of thyself from the egocentric identity while respecting my essence. Knock, knock, who's there? It's transcendence, and it feels like I'm that girl walking on fire. Rewire thoughts to nurture my expansion, loving on nature while loving on me. Loving me, loving that being in me. I am more than just a man-made identity. I'm healing. I'm honoring the being within me, desperately needing me. I am healing. Allowing my heart to channel. It's flowing. It's a place where I can free the ego that's causing barricades in my solutions and my ability to execute these poetic expressions. I'm not just an idea, a concept, or an afterthought. I'm healing. I'm Dr. Port.
Between Jersey and Borinquen, in the heart of Camden, the streets is always moving with a rhythm. You hear that? You hear that? Old brick walls echo tales, a city's pulse within them. Steel and stone, like my ancestors' bones, hold the weight of history, of struggles and unknowns. The Delaware River whispers its waters deep and cold, reflecting dreams both new and old, where families fight to rise above, yet the scent of hope is thick with love. From Broadway's lights to the pier's dark shades, the struggle of survival, every penny made brick by brick. We build, we fall, we rise. Through every broken window, we dream with our eyes. And in the air, there's an echo of a song. From the island of Borinquen, where we belong, we carry the weight of both worlds. Fierce and strong from La Isla del Encanto, where our roots grow long. My culture's pride is deep like the Coquis call. We dance to the bomba, against the odds we stand tall. The flavors of adobo, sofrito hit in the pan, taste like freedom, taste like home. Out here the streets pulse with the heart of our kin, where Puerto Rican flags wave and the fight won't end. Like the sound of pleneros or the beat of the caja, our souls are a mixture of struggle and triumph. Here we speak Spanglish, and our voices are loud, a blend of two worlds. Still unified in the crowd, we know what it takes. It's survival and thriving with each step we make. But in these streets, where pain meets joy, we hold the legacy from girl to boy. The culture, the love, the pride that we bring is the fire that burns in the song we sing. This is Deaf Poetry.
Taína, africana, española, somos moras, forevermore. ¿Qué será de mi Borinquen? On Fifth Avenue, in New York City, 12 noon in the month of June. On the streets of New York, it transforms into Borinquen. Everyone's Boricua, and we all proudly parade. Taína, Africana, Española, Mora, Boricua. Our heritage is displayed, dancing and singing with our ancestors. Grace, elegance. I'm craving more congas and bongos. I wanna shake. The Atlantic Ocean where the sand and the skies blend. The food is so delicious. The flavorful aromas. Boricuas are brave souls on the island of Borinquen. And it runs deep. These roots run deep. We are Moors. Have you ever had some arroz moro? Have you ever walked through the morro? Amor, hay que vivir con alegría. Y la moraleja detrás de la bandera borinqueña.
Típico como el coquí, como la yuca, la caña y el maíz.
You see, the blood is mixed, whatever that means. But we know that there's beauty in this beautiful, beautiful mixture. It's what makes us great.
It's the real reason why we wave our flags of pride. You know, we were denied the ability to wave that flag. It was illegal at one point. So we wave it every time we want to. So we're celebrating this bouquet of hues. This beautiful bouquet of hues. We're urban country islands. Que viva Vieques, que viva Culebra. Las playas, pero qué linda, 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 qué bella. 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 Típico como el coqui, como la yuca, la caña y el mavi. Típico como el coqui, como la yuca, la caña y el mavi. You know, we summon our ancestors every other day, probably. ¿Y tu abuela dónde está? But this is what makes a flavorful crowd. Where's your grandmother at? And I just remember listening to the whispers of my ancestors. Escucho una voz que me dice, somos tus ancestros, bisabuelas de las bisabuelas, pues yo soy taína, yo soy africana, yo soy española, soy una mora, boricua, pero qué bonita, bonita bandera, de mi isla bonita, pero qué linda, la estrella del Caribe, pero qué linda, 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 qué bella, pero qué linda, 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 qué bella. The white sandy beaches of flamenco, de ahí vengo yo, de ahí vengo yo. Pero qué linda, 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 qué bella. ¿Qué será de mi borinque? Típico como el coqui, como la yuca, la caña y el mavi. Típico como el coqui, como la yuca, la caña y el mavi. ¿Qué será de mi borinque? Somos boricuas, para que tú lo sepas. And I'm Dr. Poetry. There's nothing like the South Bronx representing like whatever crowd. I've been through all 5 boroughs, but there's still nothing quite like the Boogie Down Bronx is where I'm from. I'm from the legendary home of the hip-hop nation. And representations beyond horizons. And I'm about to get a little deep. Like the mob in disguises. But we gotta stay empowered. Paradise laws breaking down the sin of sloth. Cold blood, human bondage, surrounded by windows left wide open, broken, shattered glass. By the beats I passed, and now I'm falling. The angels are calling, and I'm shivering. Them 7 deadly sins are trying to kill me. No probable cause, discreetly I'm lost with malicious scriptures. Black and white pictures slowly grin with sin and its consequences of a deadly census. 666 and not enough 7s. In this thirsty world, filled with sloth and pride and lust and gluttony, in my anatomy haunted by wrath, greed and envy, exasperated. We have a higher self, we have a lower self. We decide who do we want to feed. It's within us. Capital vices, viciously elated and often debated. He's visualizing me triple X-rated. Provocative lust had you castrated. But I can write a thesis while you're masturbating in your own feces, because it's creepy how them 7 deadly sins are trying to kill me. Me. I've seen too many things. You're trying to kill me. I've seen too many things. It's creepy. Awaken. Stay awake. Stay awake. Stay awake. Awaken in the morning by homicide. New York City streets are watching me. It's just another drive-by. I'm never traumatized because images are never colorized in these 9 lives. It's the same story. Dante's Purgatory. Slain children. Unfortunately, we have to sacrifice. We have to be the change.
And we see all these homicide patrol cars outside. We have giving bad news to everyone. We have to be the change. But it's some 7 deadly sins that are all around us. But we gotta remember, we create our heaven. We create our hell. We feed our higher selves. We feed our lower selves. Save the children. We represent who we want to be. Save the children. You cultivate that. Save the children. I'm free from all of that. Save the children. I've ridden too many trains in New York City. I've seen enough. But I'm free. Too much. You can have it all. I'm watching you. I'm Dr. Poetry, and I'm watching you. And there is nothing like the South Bronx, representing like whatever crowd.
When my mind gets weary and my eyes get teary, I open my heart and bare my soul. The poetry begins to unfold. As I write or as I type, I capture the rhythm of my life. Happy moments but also pain and strife. Poetry is my water, it's my life. Healing to my soul through joy and strife. Absolute beauty unfolds, carrying me into stories untold. It's my life, it's my soul. Poetry. Each word a drop, each line a stream, flowing through my hopes and dreams. The healing power takes control, bringing peace to my weary soul.
No doubt we're living in a chaotic world as we try to keep our authentic selves using our power within, yet I don't understand why so many people uncomfortable in their own skin. I mean, what kind of impression we're trying to make when I can see right through the Maybelline that your intention with me isn't genuine, it's artificial and fake. Take a moment. Let's think about that for a minute or two. We connect, yeah, we disconnect the second we don't agree. And to me, I may be bugging, but why are you aiming your weapons at me? You see, I feel the need to examine your dislike for me when sometimes I truly just don't give two fucks what you truly think about me. Then, my mystical love for the wisdom of the stars and the energy from afar creeps up and I ask, what the fuck you want from me? What I'm really trying to do here is embrace the love I thought you may have once had for me. And you questioned my clarity, you know, my perception of how things unfold. But truthfully speaking, you act like our love is gold when you're acting like it's really old. And I'm just saying, you know what? Brand new me sees actions with unvexed clarity. Pedantically speaking, it's the seesaw energy, you know, up and down, up and down, up and down. That really has me disregarding stability. Since I'm speaking to the transmission of meaningful energy that cancels all lack of reassurance, you're trying to ingrain in me no discrepancy. It's my journey of discovery through the energy I experience. When you attempt to connect with me, gaslighting is now welcomed in my vicinity. So don't ask me why I'm moving cautiously. It's because trying to avoid letting you take away my life quality with insults, I have to protect my internal way of cultivation. I choose me, not wasting my life. I won't receive your method of calculation. I am beautiful without no one's validation. I am complete, yes, wholeness without competition. And celebrating me doesn't mean I am seeking accolades and recognition. I feel amazing, knowing my movement is key to protecting not only my energy, but how I move authentically with kindness. Because yes, I have been exposed in my walk through the darkness, never feeling less. Walking through the pain and suffering, I remain fearless. So I refuse to allow anyone to affect my growth with you as I am on my spiritual platitude. So if you're asking yourself, why am I brand new? Know this. It's not about a superpower or a curse. This is how I know how I feel when I walk in a room. The minute I walk into the room, it's called discernment. How you see me, and I've had it since birth. And I have no desire for conflict or stress, nor feeling your intention is to make me feel less, since we all want to be the light, yet you're uncomfortable in the darkness. Say less. I can't only be useful in the testing times in any situation. There are so many versions of me in your mind. All the while I thought you saw me as light and kind. But I'm not confined by how you define me. It's allowing the space to process your disregard for me in this silent noise I call haste. In this silent noise I call haste. I'm Dr. Poetry.